Hi, John Bernero from BerLee's Barbecue. Today we're doing beef ribs, specifically 3-plate beef ribs. We're gonna be smoking these for about 8 to 9 hours at 275. We'll start by trimming off the silver skin and then go ahead and apply the rub and then put it on the pit. About 3 hours in, we're gonna start spritzing it with some apple cider vinegar until they're about done. And done means when you put a temperature probe through the middle and it just goes in like butter. Make sure you probe a couple different locations, and the temperature usually is around 202, 203 degrees. So let's go ahead and check it out. So we'll start by going ahead and remove the silver skin off the top of the beef ribs. This is a very thin layer, so make sure to take as little meat off as you do, and what you'll see is this is some beautiful looking beef ribs, a lot of marbling and everything. Make sure to take nice smooth strokes, avoid gouging into the meat because that's just going to catch some of that smoke and burn some edges. And slowly but surely you can go ahead and take all this off. Next thing you want to do is start working on the fat. Now the fat might be pretty deep, so avoid digging into it. Just kind of smooth out the fat, take big chunks of it. It will render over time, and you just want to make sure you go ahead and clean it up. Make sure you have no little hangers on the ends. Again, that's going to catch smoke, and just all it's going to do is go ahead and burn. So now we're ready to go ahead and place some rub on it. So first thing I do is I usually put some hot sauce both on the back side and the top. As you notice, I didn't remove the membrane on this one, and the reason why is there's no need to. It actually helps keep the ribs together. So apply the rub, and I like a heavy salt and pepper mix here, and apply a really good nice coating on there. Not so much you can't see the meat, but quite a bit, because that salt's going to really help develop the bark that you'll see later on. Make sure you get all the sides, including the ends, because that's very important, and place it on the pit with the big bone facing towards the fire. So about 3 hours in, you can go ahead and check out the meat. You'll see that the rub is starting to set, the bark's starting to be created, and then this is the time to go ahead and start spritzing it with apple cider vinegar every hour. Then start checking the meat. Usually I use a temperature probe and just kind of put it in between the two bones and just see if you feel any resistance. You might go in some areas as soft as butter, and other areas might be a little tougher, so go ahead and let it sit a little bit longer. So about 8 hours in, this one is looking really good. As you notice, when I pull out the temperature probe, it kind of tensed back a little bit. As I push down on it, some of the fat is actually oozing out. This thing is looking great. It's temping close to 200, so it's time to wrap it. So I'll go ahead and just place some apple cider vinegar onto the peach paper and place my rib inside of it. And what you want to do here is make sure to wrap it nice and tight. I use peach paper over foil, and the reason why is that it helps breathe. It won't trap all that heat and cause the bark to actually come off afterwards. So go ahead and wrap it tight. And what you want to do at this point is place it in a cooler or Cambro, or even just on top of your counter, and just let it sit there for about an hour. Oh man, it's like opening a present on Christmas morning. Check it out. Let's do another one. Can we do 3 for 3? Man, the thing smells great, it looks great, the bark looks awesome. Man, look at these juices coming out. It's nice and moist, exactly how I like it. So make sure to follow me and like me on YouTube and Instagram, and good luck on the one that you make at your house.